Okay, here we are. We're in the formal dining area. Now, I've said in my previous videos, and if you haven't watched them, you should go back and watch them because they just give you a soup to nuts story of staging. This happens to be staging my house. So we're here now in the formal dining room. And what I can tell you about the formal dining room is it's not a key room. So it's a room that doesn't make or break the sale of a house. It's not the curb where you're relying on curb appeal. It's not the first room you walk into, which sets the tone of the tour. It's not the master bedroom, master bath. It's not the kitchen. Those are some really key rooms. Now, this has to look nice. It has to look presentable. But changing this and changing this room to stage it into something else, the reason I'm doing that is because we also have to harken back to the previous video, which I said, know who your buyer is. So would I leave it just as is? No. And the reason I won't, the reason it does have to be staged, but I'm going to do it with minimal dollars, is because I know who my buyer is. And in this neighborhood, it's an over 55 community, which means that there are some elderly people living here. And if somebody walks into a house and sees this furniture, they'll say to themselves, somebody moved in with their children. Somebody passed away. Somebody is in different type of housing now. The kids are exhausted. This is probably a house they want to unload. We don't want anybody saying that. So we don't want to keep this furniture. While there are antiques in the house, this happens to be just an older set of furniture. We don't want to keep this in the house. We don't want those buyers thinking that because we don't want them offering us a lowball offer because they know we might be exhausted. We went through something with mom and dad and they're no longer living in the house. That's not where we're going to go. So know your buyer. So in my previous videos, that don't talk about me staging my house, go ahead and watch those because there's all that good information there. So now we're back to my house and you're staging it with me. Yay, let's do it. Let's talk about it. So what do we have here? Well, again, I told you I don't want to put a lot of money into it, right? Because this isn't a key room. So we come over here and we look at this doll collection. Now, this doll collection is something that was very, very popular. I don't know, 40 years ago. It's something women really enjoyed doing. These are going to have to be packed up and taken out. And since it's not a key room, I'm not going to spend a lot of my time and money renovating this into something more popular and into something that is a little bit more modern. We're going to go ahead and we're going to leave these glass shelves. We're going to leave this cabinet underneath. We're just going to put cute accessories in here. Does it need to be changed? Yes. Does it need to be updated? Yes. Does it need to be done by you? No. That's the thing. You want to make sure to know where to put your money when you're staging. And this will be perfectly fine, cleaned out, repainted, and just have some other accessories in. The new buyer can wrap their head around what they want to do with this space. But then we come over here. We have a beautiful antique piece. And then we have a piece here, the dining set, which isn't exactly antique. It is older. It hasn't hit the age of antiquing yet, which is 100 years per furniture. So I'm not keeping this piece. And we're also not keeping this piece. We are going to take everything out of this space because I don't want people to see an old-fashioned plant holder. I don't want people to see a little small scale hutch that only holds little knickknacks. I don't want people to see cornice boxes that are just a dated feature now. I love a good cornice box. I'm a cornice box freak. I love them. I think they're terrific. But I have to admit that they're not showing in modern houses right now. Breaks my heart, but we have to take it down. So what are we going to do in here? Well, all of the furniture is coming out, and including this light, and perhaps maybe somebody somewhere will love it, but it's not going to stay here. What I did was I hit up Facebook Marketplace, and I got furniture that is very affordable that I can stage in the house. It's classic, it's modern, it's fresh, and I'm going to put it out in the space, and you'll say, oh, you're going generic. Yes, I am. Because what you see as generic, I'm telling you that 80% of the people walking through your home want to see. What they want to see is furniture that's appropriate for the space, furnishing that has a personality, but it's nothing that takes away from the space of the room. It's nothing that shows the light that can pour into the room. It's nothing that's going to hide any luxury touches. We go over that again and again. Space, light, luxury touches. That's what they're really buying. So what I'm going to put in here is actually just a round table. It has a Pottery Barn look. Some chairs I picked up that will have a Pottery Barn look. A light I purchased that's going to be very generic, very nice, but nothing certainly extraordinary. And then these beigey, creamy vanilla walls will also get painted into something that's a very popular color right now, still very neutral. What I want to show off when I take these drapes down and this curtain down and this cornice box down, I want to show off the light. What I'm going to do when I remove this beautiful piece, along with this dated piece, along with this thing we don't know what to call, I'm taking all those down out because I want to show space. And then the other thing that I'm taking out, the little cornice hutch, I'm taking the light out, and I'm doing that because I want to show off the luxury touches that are really going to show off in the next room. I don't want anybody to take their time away with this room to do anything other than say, oh, it's a very nicely sized room. I want them to go into the living room and see the dramatic fireplace and see the extra wide windows and see the beautiful view. And I don't want to tell my story here. I want it neutralized. So you'll see when I'm done what it looks like. And just a quick hint, if you are on Facebook Marketplace and you buy those things to add in to your house, to update it, put it back on Facebook Marketplace when you're done. It's like free staging furniture. In fact, because it's going to be shown off and it's going to have accessories on top and it's all going to make sense to the room, you may get more money than you paid for it. And that's just a win-win. So let's go ahead and get over into the formal living room now. Thanks.